What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Gerald from Bank of Gerald here with another video update. Today is Thursday, December the 29th, 2022. And today we are bringing yet another new opportunity, ladies and gentlemen. Bringing another platform to the docket here at BOJ. And as you can probably tell from the description below, it is Vortic United, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to get our foot just a little wet in there in Vortic United, ladies and gentlemen. I'm actually excited about it. New information has come across, a new launch per se. We'll say it like that. But I like where the company is going. I like what's going on with it. I like some of the things that are happening with it, actually having a real trader that has been doing this for a long time, documentable, not just somebody that's just popped up on Facebook. You don't really know who they are and different stuff like that. That has happened in the space before. I think it adds to the accountability to a platform. But before we get too deep, I want to remind you guys that I'm not a financial advisor. All right. This is not financial advice. I'm not your financial advisor. I'm just a dude on YouTube sharing with you guys how I'm cranking out that crypto in many different platforms, nothing more and nothing less than that. If you like this content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. If you want to be updated and notified about everything going on here at BOJ, make sure you hit the notification bell as well. So like I said, we're going to be going through the PDF and everything like that. We're going to be bringing that up in just a second. I had it up and I lost it. Let me go ahead and find it once again. It's not that hard to find, but I'm excited about this. I want to quick shout out to my upline for continuing to stay on me about just opportunities in general. We all are in this together, even though it kind of seems like we're on separate teams sometimes. But shout out to Marcos. Appreciate you, man, sharing this with me. And we're going to go ahead and get into the presentation. All right. Of course, this is called Vortic United. We're going to go through the presentation. I'm going to share my opinion as I kind of go through it. And we're going to work it like that. All right. Kind of free flow. It's a pretty simple opportunity. And just to let you guys know, I have already put my own money where my mouth is. So I like to be in that position before I even talk about anything. All right. So here we go. Vortic United. It says institutional trading systems accessible to everyone. Now, I want to remind all of you that this is a presentation that they have put together. I'm just reading it. All right. So anything that they say here is something that they're saying. All right. It's not my opinion unless I say, hey, look, this part is my opinion. And then I insert my opinion. All right, here we go. So they have a CEO named Jensen Robles. All right. You can look him up on Facebook. I actually just sent him a friend request. This is somebody that my upline has a continuous conversation with on a daily basis, every other day or so. So that's always a good sign. And this is a platform that has been working before I got here. This is another one that I've just been late to the party. You know what I'm saying? But they have launched things in a different way. And I like how they've done it. So here's what he says. You got a powerful team right at your side. Crypto enables any person willing to deal with its possibilities to live a free and independent life. And those of us that are out here in the space and have taken on these different crypto opportunities, we understand that this is actually a possibility. Some of us have lived that possibility. I think where I am in my stage, we're just at the beginning, but we've had so much success. So that's a shout out to everyone that's watching. But we can state for ourselves that crypto does, in fact, enable any person willing to deal with its possibilities to live a free and independent life. And we've seen it time and time again. So thank you, Jensen, for reiterating that as well. Let's see next. So they talk a little bit about the crypto market. In recent years, cryptocurrencies have established themselves on the market while experiencing tremendous growth. On average, we can observe a significant increase each year. According to studies, this establishment will continue to grow over the next few years. By 2025, total capitalization is expected to grow tenfold. So just some basic information about crypto market volatility. Now let's start getting into some information. And of course, you guys can pause it right here if you want to read through this stuff. This is just general information to me. Of course, this gets more into Vortic, right? Our expert employees perform at their best and each and every day to help you achieve your financial goals. Security is our top priority, which is why we work with diversified portfolios that are managed exclusively with our latest and proven strategies. And we would hope that every company that we decide to tether ourselves to here at BOJ has these things in place, has these core values. Being customer oriented is great, meticulous and trustworthy, of course. We would hope, right? we wouldn't want to be a part of anything that wasn't. They talk about their vision. It says our vision is clear and unambiguous. Vortic United will become one of its first reliable investment communities that will simplify this highly complex market and let everyone benefit from its potential. Our main goal is to create a community that benefits from the different aspects of the crypto market. Our entire community will benefit from unique opportunities, and we will have a significant impact on the crypto market with our upcoming projects. All right, how we generate profit. So this is where we're starting to get some interesting conversation here. This is what we want to know, all right? Things that we want to know. The other stuff is very important, though. I will say that. To secure the investments of our clients, we work with a strategy based on diversification and focused on profitability. Trading decisions are made based on our 3-point analysis, all right? Order flow analysis, on-chain analysis, technical analysis. So those of you that are traders, you understand what that is. You know, I've always been one to say, hey, look, I'm not the biggest trader. I don't personally trade. So I like opportunities where the trading is being done for me by the pros. That's what I want. I want hands off of that. I want hands on with the withdrawals. I want hands on with the deposits of crypto, crypto in, crypto out. And we'll get to that. All right. So technical analysis, they start to talk a little bit about it. Technical chart analysis is based on recurring trend patterns. Historical data can be used to determine the profitability of such patterns repeating. For us, technical analysis is part of the decision-making basis for a possible trade. And that's a good thing. I'm glad they know about that. On-chain analysis. Bitcoin is the #1 cryptocurrency, and altcoins move in correlation to Bitcoin. All transactions can be viewed transparently on the blockchain. Transaction behavior can be processed and visualized with the help of on-chain indicators. Since these data are based on facts and events and not only on probabilities, that valuable information can be gained and used for trading, right? Another thing I'm glad that they know about that I don't know that much about, right? And of course, order flow analysis. We mainly use order flow trading to manage portfolios. Order flow trading is based on market data and is used by institutions and professional trading firms. It's considered one of the most sophisticated but reliable strategies and basically a deep analysis of supply and demand. While most traders in the crypto market rely on technical analysis only, the analysis of order books and order flow can be a decisive advantage. And that's one more thing. 3 for 3 on things that I'm glad that they know about more than I do, right? Investors. Okay, so this might be getting more into my wheelhouse here. Investing in cryptocurrencies is not an easy case for private and institutional investors, as there are many factors that can have a big impact on the overall market. If you are not actively involved with cryptocurrencies, it is almost impossible to manage the risk associated with them. To minimize the risk and your time, we take care of your portfolio and increase your profits. So these are people that are knowledgeable. They're letting us know, the investor, that, hey, it does get hard for us out here, which it does, you know, for us, for anybody that's out there buying and holding these cryptocurrencies, whether it be altcoins or Bitcoins. I mean, we've seen the volatility over the last year. And not everybody is exposed to the different things that we're exposed to here in the space on my channel, where we can leverage these different platforms to kind of fight off that dip that happens, or, you know, or position ourselves to take advantage of it. That's just my personal opinion. But this is another platform that has professionals that are good at reading these markets and trading in that way, and more knowledgeable than me, right? So now we're getting to the nitty gritty. Okay. Now we're getting into what they can provide for us, the passive person. All right. The person that's just looking for a place to park a little crypto and figure out if it can make us some money, right? We know the risk in the space. We know nothing is guaranteed. And I'm glad that they know it too. All right. And here's one of the first things that they say. They say, we cannot promise you a fixed return, as our performance is variable depending on the market situation. Based on our average past results, we can give you the approximate expectation. All right. Now, of course, in my words, I always say, hey, look, past performance is not indicative of future performance. All right. So in my opinion, I'm glad that they're letting us know, hey, look, anybody that's out here, well, they're not necessarily saying this. I'm sprinkling this on here. A lot of platforms that are out here try to give you a fixed return daily, right? How can you guarantee a fixed return? How can you guarantee it? Right? There's so much stuff that goes on in the market. I like how they address that offhand. All right. Second bullet point, the investment portfolios have a fixed term, which varies depending on the portfolio. As soon as the portfolio reaches the end of its term, it expires and no longer generates returns. In this case, 80% of the deposit is returned to you and credited to your account. So for that, what that says to me is when the duration of the thing is over, all right, when it's done generating, for as long as it's going to generate, it will be 80% of the deposit returned to you at that point. So you'll get your earnings on a daily basis, and then you get 80% of your deposit back. So that's pretty cool. Give you a bit of your deposit back, and I'm sure over that time you've made some good money. The compounding portfolio is a compound interest portfolio. So that is a totally separate portfolio. As you can see, there's portfolio A, B, and C. And then there's the compounding portfolio, totally separate. And we'll talk about why in just a second. But this means that you will receive the profits generated on the working days only after the expiration of the portfolio, together with 80% of your deposit amount. So let's go over the first three portfolios really quickly, and then we'll talk about how they differ from the compounding portfolio. All right, based on my understanding so far. The return in portfolio A, 0.6% to 0.8% on work days. All right, and I'm believing that is Monday through Friday. The minimum investment for that is 50 USDT. And we'll talk about that in a second, because there are other ways other than USDT to make that deposit. But it goes in as USDT. So we'll explain that when we touch the back office. So don't exit out this video, or make sure you watch it till the end. All right. That duration is 46 weeks. So you will be earning 0.6 to 0.8% every workday for 46 weeks. All right. That's nothing to sneeze at. That's actually pretty good. If you do the math on that, let's get my handheld calculator out. Let's see. So if we're doing 0.6% times 5 work days, five, yep, that's 3%. So a 3% a week, that's very comparable to some of our favorite platforms, ladies and gentlemen. Now that's on the low end at 0.6. Now, if you had that 0.8 on the higher end, no guarantees, of course, but 4% a week is nothing to sneeze at, ladies and gentlemen. That's actually very impressive, and it's already better than the bank. All right. So just from a minimum $50 deposit, right? $50 deposit. And I'm hearing that it used to be 100. All right. This is not a new platform, ladies and gentlemen. This is a platform that's been around for a little bit. Okay. So we'll discuss that a little later, but there's not much to talk about with that. I just have become late to the party. That's on me, right? Portfolio B, 0.8 to 1% on work days. Minimum investment, $2,500. All right. That's 40 weeks of duration. So you'll be making that for 40 weeks worth of work days. All right. Portfolio C, 1 to 1.2%. Minimum investment, $10,000. All right. 36 weeks, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to be earning on that. Now, here's the difference between those portfolios and compounding portfolio. Compounding portfolio, you do not get your return. You can't withdraw until the end of the 32 weeks. All right. Minimum investment is $5,000 or 5,000 USDT. All right. But you can't get any of your earnings until it's over at the end of the 32 weeks. All right. Now, if that's what you want to do, you have the ability to compound on that 1.8% every single day that it's in there for a minimum of $5,000. So for some of you, that might be, hey, I'm gonna just try that here, 5,000 here, and I'm gonna, maybe 2,500 or 10,000 in portfolio B or C. Have something that'll work for me at the end of the cycle when it's all done in 32, and have some things that I can withdraw from on a day-to-day basis. That may be something that I choose to do now that I'm thinking about it. But we'll talk about what I've decided to do with my skin in the game when we get there. Let's get to the presentation. All right. All right. So payments, your withdrawal request will be processed every Monday and credited to your wallet within 48 hours. I like that time frame. I'm not mad at that at all. Payouts are subject to a 5% fee, and they accept Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Tether. All right. And I do believe that's USDT, TRC, and ERC. But I will talk about what I did my deposit in when we get there. Career. All right. Now we're talking about what the active people can achieve. Okay. And we talked about the passive earnings. We talked about anywhere from 0.6% to, I believe, 1.2%. Or 1.8% if you decide to compound actively, right? I'm sorry, that's passively. For those of you that don't want to share nothing, all right, you just want to park a little crypto and see if it works, right? Let me take a little sip of water before we get in here. Ooh, wait. All right, here we go. But those of you that are active, this is for us, All right, for the link sharers out there. In addition to our proven portfolios, we also developed an innovative sales platform that gives you access to our lucrative partner program. Let's talk about it. Direct commissions. If a person from your downline acquires a portfolio, you will receive a commission as a percentage of the acquisition price. The volume count specifies how much percent of the sales amount in a certain level will be counted as qualified turnover for the rank up requirements. So I'm going to read that one more time for my own personal understanding. If a person in your downline acquires a portfolio, you will receive a commission as a percentage of the acquisition price. All right. So if I'm the level one, I just got started, I'm an investor, right, which I believe is the first rank, and we'll confirm that as we go, then I get 10% of anything that happens on my level one, right? So if I refer somebody, whatever package they start with, whatever portfolio they start with, I get 10% of that. And it looks like 4% on the second level, third level, I'm getting that as well. Now, that volume count, I believe you're getting 100% of, you're getting 10% on 100% of what they put in, right? Now, for the level two, I think you're getting 4% of 50%. So let's read that next part. The volume count specifies how much percent of the sales amount in a certain level will be counted as qualified turnover for the rank up requirements. So 50% of what comes in on your level two will be added as your qualified turnover, right? So you can count 100% of the people that are on your first level. So anyone that directly signs up under you, whatever volume they create can be counted as your requirements for turnover to rank up, right? Whatever your volume. But anybody that they refer is 50% and so on and so forth down the line. Some of these you have to be different ranks to achieve, right? So for the first three levels, just investors, regular investors can hit that, all right? But to take advantage of levels 4 through 15, you have to hit other levels. So let's talk about what those levels are. Well, maybe let's there's one more thing. Daily residual commissions, all right? And this is something that my upline shared with me that is new, that they had just added. And I was like, okay, this is pretty impressive. I like it. So one of the first things, I'll read the top first. You can build a passive income as you can also earn commissions each time someone from your downline earns daily profits from their portfolio. Okay. So this is something that as your people are in and they are earning, as they're making money, you have the ability to make money from that. And we love when that goes on in this space because it gives us an opportunity to make money for helping others make money. All right. That's very important. Other people making money is very important, especially as a link share, right? We can't be the only person on the team making some money. All right. Here's the first thing I noticed. To get to the daily residual commissions, you must at least get to the rank of partner. And we're going to talk about what it takes to get there. All right. Commission, you're going to get 10%. And then, of course, the rest, as you continue to go forward, if you want to take advantage of these new levels, you have to start ranking up. All right. But it is a start. It is something that can pay you daily. And I think that as you continue to grow and you start to earn and unlock these different ranks, which we'll talk about, you'll be excited about even what starts to happen at this 3%, 2%, 1% going down levels 4 through 8. You know, if you're one of those people that are building that deep, you know, this may be motivation for somebody to start building this deep. This is a relatively new platform to the space. Some of you may use this as an introduction to your YouTube journey. Who knows? However you want to share this. It doesn't seem like we're limited on sharing too much. So let's rock and roll. Here's what we're talking about with the rank rewards. When you reach a new rank, you will be rewarded with a bonus. In order to achieve a rank, you need a certain total amount of qualified sales volume, right? So let's talk about it. The investor. So as we saw before, right? Investor can pay you on direct commissions down 3 levels, right? And all you have to do, you don't even have to have any volume. So you can be a passive person really and just luck up into somebody being on your team that is a grower and be getting paid down 3 levels on direct commissions. But for daily residual commissions, you have to get the partner, right? So we see you don't get a bonus for being an investor. We all start off there. Minimum investment, of course, is $50. Requirement 0 in USDT. All right, that's no volume. Okay, to get to agent, first of all, when you get to agent, they're going to give you a $50 bonus. So that's something to clap up right there. You know, we don't sneeze at money, ladies and gentlemen. An extra $50 is an extra $50. And all you have to do to achieve that is have your own personal investment of $100 and have $1,000 in volume. So say if you're a person that say, hey, you get your 10 best buddies and say, hey, let's all just throw $100 at this thing. Now, I'm not saying that $100 is not a lot of money, because in some places in the world it is. And this is a global opportunity, ladies and gentlemen. So I don't want anybody to sneeze at $50 or $100. But there's some people that are going to be able to do that very quickly. Many of these things up here, they're going to be able to do very quickly. So I don't judge on either side. But to achieve that agent rank, you have to have $1,000 in volume and a personal investment of $100. Now we start talking about partner, okay? That was our first level that we talked about with daily residual commission. So if you're a person, hey, I want to earn daily residual commission. I want to earn 10% of whatever my downline has earned that day. So if my downline earned $100 that day in their own personal account, I want to earn $10 for that. That's what that would be. Or the example that my upline gave me, I'm gonna read it to you guys really quickly while I have the chance, because I thought it was pretty cool. He broke it down like this. Daily residual commissions are so amazing. Example, when you reach partner, right? We just talked about. Let's say you bring in Bob. Bob comes in with $2,500. You're gonna earn $250 from him up front, right? You're already there. You're getting your 10% commissions. That's great, 10%. But he's going to earn $25 daily around, all right? So that's not a guarantee, but generally where the package is, you're going to be seeing around $25 a day. And let's just say you've gotten to partner. You're going to earn 10% daily off of his $25 that he makes a day. That's $2.50 a day, residual daily. And that's just from one person. Just from one person. Imagine the growth that can happen in this thing, ladies and gentlemen. And all you have to do to reach partner is have your own personal investment of $200. All right. You have to have a little skin in the game. You have to have some volume, right? $5,000 of volume has to be under you. You're also going to get a $250 bonus for that. So they're putting money back into your pocket. But the biggest thing that you have to do is get the volume. They want you to be a person that's out here, you know, helping people get paid. So then they're going to help you get paid. All right. And I like that, because we like to find platforms that work for people, period. So have some skin in the game to get the partner. Now, to get some of these deeper levels of daily residual. So we're talking about 5% of what goes on in daily earnings on level 2. To get to operator, they're going to give you a 1K bonus for reaching operator, but you have to have your own skin in the game of at least $500. And then they're looking for you to have 25K in volume. All right. Now, for some builders out there, that's not a whole lot. Some people will invest that just right off the bat. Just saying, hey, look, man, I've done my research on Jensen. I've messaged him on Facebook, all this stuff. I read his stuff, did this, is that. I want to put some money in here and see what happens. Right. There's plenty of people out there that are capable of doing that. So anyway, let's keep going. And the levels just keep getting higher and higher, and the ability to earn on daily residual commissions just gets better and better. For manager, director, getting paid Sapphire, right? The type of volume that you have to have on Sapphire is $1 million. You have to have $1 million in volume. All right. Now that could take a little while to get there. For some people, it's not going to take that long at all. They got the network. They've got the ability to do it. But to be able to earn a daily residual income just for bringing $5,000 worth of volume and having your own personal investment, I really think that changes the game for a lot of people. I really think that gives a lot of people that may not be that high up on the chain where it comes to maybe the marketing of these platforms or things of that nature, but they want to really give it a shot with something that has the ability to be sustainable. I do believe this does have it. And as we look through some of these ranks, we're looking forward to reaching some of these ranks as we go, achieving some of this bonus money, of course. Investors, We've already tackled at least past operator level so far, and we're going to get into that in a second. And then, of course, that's the end of that presentation, and they thank us for our time. So that was pretty much it, ladies and gentlemen. It's got its passive income portion. It's got its active income portion. So now what I want to do, I want to make sure that I can still navigate through the back office really quickly. It hasn't signed out on me. Okay, cool. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what I've done in the back office so far. This is just me. All right. After this, I'll jump into the website, but I want you guys to see the back office because this is kind of like my replacement for Mayo Trade, right? And there were many things that I liked about Mayo Trade that, it paid. That was the main thing, but not to compare and contrast too much. But one thing that it was missing was the ability to clearly understand where the ranking process was, how to grow, what turnover you had, what your daily income really was, and different things of that nature. And I really do believe that this is just a very simple, easy back office that can work for everybody. Deposits and withdrawals seem very, very simple. So let's go into it, ladies and gentlemen. This is my back office. As you can see, I've already done my first deposit of just south of $1,500. That's a safe space for me. Of course, understand that I believe they take their fees. As you can see, my $1,500 deposit was deposited, and then of course it came up to a $1,470. So they have to, I'm sure they've taken their fees. I'll figure out what those are as we kind of go forward. But the beauty of this platform is easily laid out, right? To make a deposit, all I had to do was go to deposit. It took me to the deposit page. I can deposit Bitcoin, this is Ethereum and Tether, which you can use TRC or ERC. You can choose, and it will generate a wallet address for you to send it to. Very, very easy. For me, I did a Bitcoin deposit. It generates a wallet address for you to send it to. Very easy. If you want to do a transfer, all right, it looks like you can transfer funds to other people, all right? So if you know their email address and they're in the Vortic United community, you can send them money from your balance, all right, straight to their account. So if you're a person that likes to help people get started, you've noticed that they've got their, and I don't have any referrals at this moment, so I can't really show you that portion of where you can find their email if they provide their email. But it keeps track of all of that, right? Withdrawal, Bitcoin, it lets you withdraw in Tron, TRC. That's TRC and ERC. Sorry, USDT, TRC and ERC, and Ethereum. All right. So I think this is a very easy back office. When it comes down to the dashboard in the front, right, it tells you exactly where, if you're an active earner, it tells you exactly where you are in your career status, what you need to do to get to your next rank and all of that. So for me, I'm going to show you guys how to make a deposit, because what I've noticed is when you make this deposit, the money goes into the balance. But of course, you can see that I don't have a total portfolio income yet, right? Or total portfolio referral income, all right? So I believe you take this balance, and I'm just going to copy it just to make sure I'm learning on the spot. I'm learning on the spot, ladies and gentlemen. If I go to portfolio, right, and I'm looking at these options, okay, I have $1,400, just south of $1,500. So I don't have enough for the plan B in my account, but I do have enough for plan A because the minimum is $50. So I believe what I would do is click that. And because I've copy and pasted the value of my balance, I'm going to perform the amount of the investment, right? So that's the one I clicked. I made sure it's highlighted, and I perform investment. All right. So what I believe this does is it goes ahead and it should put this into an active investment. Or maybe I'm getting something wrong. I'll look into that. I'll look into what's going on with that. See if I can try it one more time. Portfolio. Let me try another number. 1450. Okay, here we go. So 1450 worked just fine. All right. So see how you have successfully invested in plan A for 46 weeks, 1450 USD. All right. So now you can see my balance is $20 in USDT. And I believe what it does, it just goes ahead and puts it as USDT, even if you make your deposits in Bitcoin or Ethereum. So don't get confused by that. But it's very important that you understand that to make a deposit and get an active portfolio going, you must do the deposit first. Make sure it gets into your balance, right? That 1,500 got in there, took its fees or whatever, and it was completed. That's all fine and dandy. Then what I had to do is go to portfolio, make sure the one that I wanted was highlighted, right? And then we go and click the number. Now, don't click the full number in decimal points. I think what messed me up was the decimal amount of value here. That's what I think messed me up, because when I put in no decimal and just put in a flat number, it seemed to work just fine. So we got that active going. You can even see that it shows up right here. Daily income, portfolio income for today, looking like, I guess, 11.6. All right. So that's cool that they already have that on here, and it'll show up daily. If I go to my history, that shows that. My ranking. So to get to agent, it's supposed to, okay, so I have to, it shows my volume here. So whenever volume starts to show up, then that'll start rolling that. So yeah, this seems to be based on the volume. I know that some of the requirements that were stated in the front also have deposit requirements. All right. So I don't see that necessarily back here. The deposit requirements, this seems to be solely based on the volume, but we'll see how this continues to roll out. Of course, this also has referrals and commissions. So as you continue to build a team, if you're an active person, you'll start to see this fill out. And as people join this, I also get to see it fill out. So I'll have better information as we continue to grow. Of course, the team will be put here: first line partners, total turnover, qualified turnover. I love that they show all of this because some platforms just don't care enough to put that much into their back office. And I think that's very important, especially for the active people. We want to know how we're growing and going. You know, we want some of these statistics to keep us motivated to hit the next rank and different things of that nature. But some of us that are just passive, this is a great passive opportunity. Anywhere from what can be 3% a week to what is 1.2? 1.2 times 5. That's 6% a week. Let me make sure I'm doing that. 1.2 times 5. Yep, 6% a week. So anywhere from 3 to 6% a week, depending on whatever you decide to deposit. But I do believe that Vortec could be another one that, you know, continues to pay out for us. We've seen it pay out for others. Of course, what we will do here on the channel is, of course, we put our money where our mouth is, and hopefully we'll be able to withdraw when the time comes to withdraw, and we'll get that withdrawal. There seems to be one withdrawal per week. It processes every Monday. So when you're making withdrawals, I'm not sure if it'll cap how many withdrawals you can make, and then it just, if it'll accumulate all the withdrawals you request, and then it just sends it out to you. I'm not sure if that works that way. We'll learn more and more as we go, ladies and gentlemen. So bear with me if I don't have everything down so far. But one thing that we definitely do here at BOJ is we make sure we learn as much as we can as we grow. We're not afraid to be wrong. I've been wrong before. I'll be wrong again. Please believe. But we are excited about what Vortic has already done for the community, and we're excited to plant our flag in it. All right. So with that being said, put your 2FA on all the platforms that will allow you and all your wallets, because crypto is indeed the wild, wild west, y'all. If you ain't strapped, you're bound to get hacked. Ask me how I know. It's not very fun at all. If you like this content, go ahead and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. If you want to be updated and notified about everything going on here at BOJ, make sure you hit the notification bell as well. Follow us on Twitch if you haven't, ladies and gentlemen. We're trying to get to 100 followers before the end of the year, and we are at 53. We're excited about that. We're excited about the growth there, and we've already been having some good fun over there. So join us over there if you would. And those of you that are interested in Vortic, the link is in the description below. All you have to do is click on more. It might say more, it might say show more, but whatever expands the description. You have to scroll through there, go all the way down where it says mid-level. All right. When you get to mid-level, then you will see exactly where Vortic United is. And I'm excited about Vortic United, and we'll see what it brings to us as we get 2023 off to a great start before it even gets here. Whew, excited about it. We'll see you on the next one. Peace out.